So guys, they say Money Mondays, but we got to rebrand it and start calling it Money Sundays, because that's when the preparation is made. That being said, you guys are in for a treat in this video, because what I'll be doing is giving you guys information that's going to help you guys kill it in the markets next week. That means some of you guys are going to use this information to go ahead and make 500 bucks. Some of you guys are going to go ahead, use it to make 1,000 bucks. Some of you guys are going to go ahead, use this information to make 10,000 next week. All right. Speaking of which, let me show you guys something that's going to give you guys a little bit of motivation, some inspiration, and something to look forward to later down in your own journeys in the markets. All right. Check it out on screen. This is what I was working with this week just gone. Okay. So entered into an options trade on Mara. Guys, I took home $20,000 from that trade, an increase in my position of damn near 70%. Guys, this is how you play the game in the stock market, okay? Making $20,000 last week on this Mara position. But you already know, if I'm winning, guys, the whole team is winning. All right, so check it out. Has from over the Patreon went ahead and pulled in $250 from that same trade. All right, so big up Has. We love to see it. And listen, we got a new week starting and we're getting ready to do it all over again. That being said, big up Lee. Okay, Lee, active member over the Patreon, closed up that position 40%. Guys, this is how you change your situation, guys. This is how you make an absolute killing from the markets. Doesn't stop there. Big up Miffin, made 60% from that position, guys. What I'm trying to do is help you guys make as much money from the markets as possible. Play the game of the markets right. Okay, guys, so let me help you make money in the markets. Make sure you tap into the Patreon, ready for next week in the markets. Link is in the video description below. Okay, guys, we're getting ready to do it all over again, and I want you guys, yes, you watching, to be up on screen, me showcasing your success next time I drop a video. Okay, guys, so that being said, I've got a really good video for you guys today, because as I said, we are getting prepared to kill it in the markets next week, but it all starts now. Preparation starts now. That being said, take a look. We've got a couple of names we're going to go through, and the first is going to be SoFi. Okay, guys, but you already know we're not going to go and buy SoFi stock, guys. No, because we are not looking to make 10%. We're not looking to make 20%. Guys, we are looking to make 100%. We are looking to make 150%, guys. How you do that is through the options market. Okay, so check it out. Up on screen, we've got the SoFi options chain. They say they say the magic happens in the bedroom. No, guys, the magic happens on the options chain. And we've got the options chain for SoFi up on screen right here. Okay, this is where we go ahead. We look at what option contracts we like. We go ahead and take our positions, and we get ready for those big returns like we do week in, week out. Okay, so SoFi, guys, is one of the names for next week that we are looking to take advantage of. Okay, in this video I'm giving you guys the blueprint. All you need to do is home in on these names and nothing else. Okay, you home in on these names, you guys will make a killing next week with me. All right, so SoFi is one of the names that we could be gearing up for a very tasty position on. Okay, so check out. Now, first things first, when it comes to options, guys, normally my options are going 1 week out into the future, guys. There's levels to this, okay? Different levels to this. A lot of information I want to share with you guys. But the first things first, normally my option positions are 7 to 14 days out. That's key, because those options allow me to get those massive, tasty, juicy, magnified returns, okay? And I know that's exactly what you want. So I'm looking at these April 25th contracts. You can see it right there in blue, highlight April 25th, okay? But now, let's scroll down this option chain and see what we are working with, okay, guys? So we have got SoFi currently at $11, and you can see that we can get into some of these options, guys, for anywhere between $50 to $80. Super cheap to get into. So those of you guys who've never got into an option chain before, you're wondering, okay, how much does it cost to get into an option? super cheap. SoFi options going for that 50 to 80 bucks. But let me give you guys a little bit of a secret, only if you can keep it to yourself though. Typically, what I'll do is I won't trade Mondays. Okay, what I'll do is Mondays is a wait and see, because on Mondays we have what we call a Monday effect, guys. And this is where markets are influenced by weekend activities, weekend news, low liquidity, institutions not in the game, higher participation from retail traders in the markets, and this basically throws off the market, throws things off balance. Okay, so what I like to do is see how the market performs on Monday. Normally the market gives you a clue and indication of what's to take place for the rest of the week. Then boom, come Tuesday, I'm ready to strike, ready to go. All right. And you guys with the Patreon, you've seen it time and time again. You know exactly what I'm talking about here. So that being said, looking at SoFi for next week, particularly going to be focusing on put options next week. Okay. But again, want to see how markets shape up. But listen, it's this options chain right here that's going to allow you guys to double your money next week. Okay, so SoFi is one on the list, but it doesn't stop there, because what I like to do, guys, is have a couple of names in the pipeline ready to go for the week ahead. Okay, so that I know that I can shift dynamically. If the market throws out something, then I can go to a different option, or if it gives me certain information, then I can bounce between different plays. So having these options, having this flexibility is key. Okay, so SoFi is on the list for next week. Okay, you want to be looking at that option chain if you guys want to be making a lot of money. But it doesn't stop there. We got Robinhood, check it out, currently $41. Just to see how this thing has actually gone ahead and performed on the week. Okay, we can see that it tried to make a pass to $45, failed that, closed up the week around $41. Take a look on the month. You can see that has attempted to make a bit of a recovery, but is in a bit of a trough. That being said, you guys already know, no, we're not going to buy Robinhood stock. We're not going to purchase the stock, guys. We're not looking to make 10% or 15%. We're looking to make 100%, guys. So how do we make 100%? Boom, check it out. The options chain, guys, the options market. So we got Hood options up on screen. If you guys want to make, we're talking 100%, 200% returns in the market, you need to be looking at the options chain, guys. So we got Robinhood options up on screen. You can see it says market closed opening in 22 hours, guys. So 22 hours is showtime, 22 hours is go time. I hope you guys are as hyped as I am, guys, because listen, last week we clocked in 20,000. The whole army over the Patreon absolutely killed it with me. We're getting ready to do the same. Okay, guys, the markets is a beautiful place. It's a beautiful place. All right, it's almost like a cheat code. All right. That being said, again, looking at these April 25th options. Why? Because they've got energy to them. They got volatility. They got the ability to go ahead and deliver those 100% returns that we love. All right. So check it out. Again, how much are options going? Talking about Robinhood, around that $150 mark, guys. Around $150 is the price point for these Robinhood options, guys. That's cheap, all right? You can find that laying around in your house somewhere. Grab that $150. Get ready to get into some Hood options next week. I'm gonna be doubling that come the end of the week, guys. All right. So when it comes to Robinhood, again, on Monday, looking for that wait and see action, potentially towards the end of the day. All right, might even go ahead, take a position to get ready to hold that for a couple of days. Some of you guys asked me, do I hold overnight? Of course, guys, of course you hold overnight. Of course you want to hold over a couple of days, because that's how the market delivers those returns. Okay, you let the market play out, let the market trend higher, let the market trend lower. That is how you accumulate hundreds of percentage points on your options, guys. All right. So Hood options going for $150, guys. Look under your mattresses, look under your carpets, look under the seats in your cars. Grab that $150 and get ready for Hood options next week in the markets. All right. Listen, guys, it's almost show time. It's almost go time. I want to get you guys hyped. I want to get you guys excited for next week in the markets. That being said, doesn't stop there, because we've got a couple other names in the pipeline. We've got AAPL, that's Apple. Let's take a look at the 3 month. You can see this thing has been going through challenging times over the last 3 months, but you already know, guys, are we buying the stock? We're not buying the stock, guys. We are going to the options chain, because that's how you make the money in the markets, guys. Come on, you already know the formula. That being said, check it out. We got the Apple options chain up on screen. Okay, guys, so again, looking at the April 25th options. All right, all we need is a couple of days in this play. I know some of you guys asked me about leap options. Thank you. We get into these leap options that expire in like 2057. No, one, because they're too expensive, and two, we want to be making our money in a couple of days time. Typically with my options, I want to be out 40 to 48 hours, 72 hours max, depending on certain, that's going to be the average time frame that I'm in options. Sometimes, yes, you want to be in your options for, let's say, 7 days when you're looking for that 200%, that 300% type of return. Sometimes it's going to take a couple more days to generate those returns and those types of levels. All right, but that being said, let's check it out. Apple options chain. Scroll down. All right, so these are a little bit more expensive. Okay, guys, so these are going for around that $400 mark. Okay, for Apple options. So for those of you guys who have very small account sizes, this might be out of your range. Okay, so for you guys, maybe Apple options aren't the play for next week, but it's still a good one to have in the back pocket. And I know all of my guys over the Patreon, all of you guys, yes, you guys all have the resources for Apple options, because you've been absolutely smoking the markets with me this week. Okay, so this is going to be one on our list. As a matter of fact, I'm getting gear up to send you guys over the Patreon a message with some entry levels and things of that nature, so make sure you look out for that. And if you're not already, do make sure you're with us. Okay, but again, guys, if you want to make money in the markets next week, you got to have your eyes on Apple options as well. Okay, guys, if you look at the charts, quickly bounce back to the chart, show you guys that weekly play. You can see, look how weak it finished the week, guys. Look how weak it finished the week. So midweek, so a nice rise, nice run up to above that 200 level, $205 level, breaking through that key $200 mark. But guys, it closed down the week at $197. Next week, you're gonna get a follow through. Next week, you're gonna get some downwards action. So for you guys who know the drill, that means it's put options, baby, on Apple. Okay, so we're getting ready to take some put options on Apple. Last one for you guys, fan favorite, one of my favorite names, clocked in easily 100 grand on this name alone this year. And yes, that trade that I showed you guys at the beginning was a Mara trade, currently operating at $12.68. But you already know, guys. No, are we gonna take the stock? Are we gonna buy the stock? Are we gonna buy it? No, because we want to make money, guys. We want to make 100% returns. We want to make 150% returns. So where do we go? How do we do that? You're asking. I can hear you already. I can hear you asking, guys. The options chain. Yes, it's the options chain. Check it out. I know some of you guys probably think I'm inspoken something today, but I don't know. I'm just excited for the markets to open up tomorrow, guys. So we got Mara options. Let's check it out. And again, we're looking for options closing next Friday, because they give us that volatility, they give us that movement that we're looking for. All right, check it out. Okay, guys, you can get into Mara options for anywhere between, let's say, call it $70, $80. Cheap, super cheap, guys. This is how you guys accumulate. You get into some of these options, all right? You get into 1 or 2 contracts. That's what got the guys with the Patreon doing when they first started, when they first joined. 1, 2 contracts here, boom, you double that. Okay, now you got the resources to get into contract sizes of option sizes of 4 contracts, 5 contracts. Okay, then you double that. Then you get into the point where you're operating at 10 contracts, guys. Okay, so there's a process to this, but it all starts with some of these small contract sizes. Allows you to get in, get a feel for the game, get a feel for how we operate in the options market. And then down the road, guys, you can be joining me where you're slamming on 100 contracts, 250 contracts, right? Those are the kind of sizes, those are the ranges that I'm operating in. But it's easy. It's a journey, guys. You get in with a couple contracts, that's the starting point. And then as your account size accumulates and grows through your options wins, you can increase. That's how you scale. That's how you multiply. And that is how you duplicate in the markets. That being said, Mara, currently guys, though, how Mara is operating, I want to see a bit further of a drop. All right, I want to see Mara to drop a little bit lower. Currently, if we look at the stock price, scroll this down a little bit for you guys so you can see. Let's see what we're working with stock price wise. 1260. What I'm looking for, I want to see Mara drop to that 1210, maybe even drop under $12 early in the week. That gives me entry point for put options. But listen, that may or may not happen. But that being said, you guys already know we've got a pipeline rich of opportunities to take advantage of, guys. This is how you prepare for the markets coming up. All right, and this is how you get ready to kill it in the markets, guys. Listen, hope you guys enjoyed it. I enjoyed it as always. Listen, you guys drop down your comments below. Make sure you tap into the Patreon because we are getting ready to go, and I cannot wait for next week in the markets, guys. See all of you guys next time.